So he's a sellout. Is that what we're saying? He's now a sellout now. Why does it matter what Lil Jane, Lil Wayne does or who he endorses? Why is this trending? Why do you care? Oh no, not Wayne. Oh Lil, when I believed in you. Oh my gosh, why are all these guys? Why are all of our leaders, all of our black celebrities and leaders voting for Trump? You know this guy is just a rapper. He's not a social leader. He's not a guy who has spent 24/7 in the community trying to better people's lives and so forth. He's a rapper who's extremely rich and wealthy. So why do you, a guy who works 9 to 5, working class, why do you care what an extremely wealthy, rich rapper does and what and who he endorses? That's the key thing there. Because people see, because it's complex. Look, the real thing here is this: Trump is a trickster. He's a trickster because he may just give Wayne this platinum plan just to prove that, hey man, I'm with you guys and so forth. Like blah 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 blah, because he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to stay in power. But it's a very good chance where, because he's a businessman and a trickster, he'll just be like, oh yeah, sure, 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 sure. But really, it's like, nah, I ain't giving you shit. But beyond that, my thing is, who cares? Who cares if Lil Wayne is voting for Trump or endorsing Trump? But I think even beyond that, you can't treat black people as a monolith. You can't do that. And this whole thing of like, because see, this is the thing. It's as if let's say you had someone who was independent. No, I'm not voting Democrats. I'm an independent. You will actually hit on him more than if that you actually hit on that guy more because he's independent rather than him not voting for Democrat because he does not want to. Because my thing is, how much better will Biden be? And that's presidency. Because surely it must be better than Trump. Because Trump is wild. Trump is wild. Okay. Yes, Trump has done some things to benefit people, but this guy, he's a businessman. But the weird thing about Trump is this: is that he isn't a politician. That's the thing. You know, he isn't a politician. So he may have done crazy things, mad things, but because he's not a politician, for me, that is a one up for him over a Biden. Because when I look at Biden, like, I've seen this before. I've seen this dance and trick before. I've seen it. I've seen it billions of times. Kamala Harris is fake. Okay, she is selling the black woman card to get those votes. It's the same, which is why I despise politics and politicians, because they're so fake and people fall for it. But my thing though is that's just what I want to know for people is that, okay, Lil Wayne endorses Trump, Kanye West endorses Trump, 50 Cent endorses Trump. Do you know what the issue is? Why are rappers seen as the social leaders and the moral compasses for black Americans? Because you know what the issue is? Is not all, but a lot of African Americans want to make hip hop their culture. And because hip hop is what is seen as your culture, which just makes sense because it's just a music art, it can be a culture. Because that's your culture, those who excel in it, you now put up as your leaders. But then you now reach a situation where, like, oh my, this hip hop is our culture, is what makes us who we are. These rappers, they are our social leaders and so forth. So when a 50 Cent or a Kanye or Lil Wayne, because Trump speaks to them, talks to them, robs their ego, gives them their time of day, which is what these guys always do. They always need to have their egos robbed. And they say, oh, no, I'm going to vote for this guy because this guy actually speaks to me. Because a Biden, he doesn't know how to relate to a rapper. Trump, he's been around these guys from get-go. Rappers, boxers, all these guys. He doesn't respect them. Keep it real. Trump has zero respect for Lil Wayne. He views him as just look at this dancing nigga around. He views him as a nigga. Trust me, he does, and he says so under his breath. But if he uses him, he'll use him. Anyone who thinks Trump has any respect for 50 Cent, Kanye West, or Lil Wayne is deluded. Okay, trust me, I know Trump. I know how the guy thinks. But yeah, but that's my thing is, who cares? Who cares if Lil Wayne is endorsing Trump? The fact that it's trending shows the issue because you're making a rapper so important in social real affairs. That's problematic. Drop a like that vid. Remember to hit that subscribe button to subscribe. Peace.